What if I told you that some of the vegetables you're eating right now, yes, vegetables, could silently weaken your legs, slow your brain, and sabotage your immune system, all without you feeling a thing? And here's the real shocker. This warning isn't coming from some fad diet or wellness trend. It's backed by years of scientific studies, including large-scale research from the Journal of Gerontology involving tens of thousands of seniors just like you. But don't worry, it's not all bad news. In today's video, you'll also discover 3 simple vegetables you should be eating every single day to protect your strength, sharpen your mind, and keep your body moving with confidence well past 65. And stay tuned, because at the very end, I'll reveal one healthy vegetable that could actually be silently damaging your legs right now. Hello and welcome back to Senior Health Boost. If you're passionate about protecting your body, your mobility, and your independence as you age, you are absolutely in the right place. Now, before we dive into today's important topic, if you haven't done so already, please take a moment to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another science-backed health tip designed just for you. And if you find this video helpful today, please type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0, and let me know how I can improve and bring even more value to this amazing community. Now, let's get into it, starting with the first vegetables that should be on your plate every single day if you want to stay sharp, strong and mobile well into your golden years. Part 1. 3 vegetables seniors over 65 should eat daily. Broccoli, the natural armor against aging. Of all the colorful vegetables that line your local produce aisle, broccoli may look humble, but for seniors over 65, it's nothing short of a nutritional powerhouse. Think of it as armor quietly protecting your body from the inside out. Why does broccoli matter so much as we age? Because it's packed with a remarkable phytonutrient called sulforaphane. And sulforaphane is not just another antioxidant. It's a highly active compound that helps turn on your body's own detoxification systems and reduces one of the biggest hidden dangers for older adults: chronic inflammation. You might be surprised to learn that chronic inflammation is like a slow-burning fire inside your body. It gradually erodes your blood vessels, stiffens your joints, damages muscles, and even accelerates cognitive decline, all of which are key factors in staying independent and living life on your terms. But that's where broccoli steps in. Sulforaphane helps detoxify harmful agents, activate your body's natural defense systems, and reduce those dangerous inflammatory markers that silently chip away at your health. And that's just the beginning. Broccoli is also rich in vitamin K, calcium, and a wide range of antioxidants, nutrients that become absolutely critical after 65 for maintaining both bone density and cardiovascular health. Let's not forget. Bones naturally weaken with age. A simple fall can cause fractures that lead to long-term mobility issues or even permanent loss of independence. But eating broccoli regularly helps keep those bones strong and those arteries clear thanks to its unique nutritional profile. Here's how I like to think of it. Every tender green floret of broccoli is like a tiny investment in your future, one that helps preserve your strength, your clarity, and your ability to live life fully. Now, broccoli is just the first powerful food on our list. But if one simple vegetable can fight inflammation, protect your bones, and strengthen your heart, imagine what the next 2 can do. Are you ready to discover more? Stay with me, because next we're going to talk about another common vegetable that can actually help fight off one of the most dangerous risks for seniors: loss of mobility. Coming up in just a moment, I'll reveal vegetable number 2, a true unsung hero when it comes to protecting your legs and keeping you steady on your feet. But before we continue, if you're still with me and finding this information valuable, please type a quick yes in the comments below to let me know you're engaged and ready to learn even more. Now, let's move on to vegetable number 2. It might already be sitting in your kitchen. but you'll soon see why it deserves a bigger role in your daily meals. You see, as we just learned with broccoli, certain vegetables, when chosen and prepared wisely, can truly fortify the very foundation of your mobility and vitality. But the journey to protecting your aging body doesn't stop there. In fact, one humble green leaf may quietly hold the key to keeping your mind sharp, your legs steady, and your heart resilient. Let's step into the world of one of nature's most underestimated superfoods, spinach. 2. Spinach, the hidden engine behind strength and mental clarity in the journey of healthy aging. There are a few simple habits that separate those who continue to thrive from those who gradually slow down. And one of those habits, my friends, is regularly adding spinach to your plate. At first glance, spinach might seem like nothing more than a basic salad green. You might toss it into your morning omelet or mix it into a smoothie without giving it much thought. But what if I told you that spinach is one of the most scientifically validated, nutritionally dense allies you can use to protect both your body and your brain well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond? You see, the power of spinach lies in its extraordinary concentration of natural nitrates, compounds that work as your body's internal vascular support team. These nitrates are converted into nitric oxide, which in turn helps your blood vessels widen and relax, allowing for more efficient blood flow to your muscles and your brain. And why does this matter so much for seniors? Because as we age, blood flow tends to deteriorate. The vessels that once carried oxygen and nutrients with ease now become stiffer, narrower, and less responsive. This decline in circulation contributes to fatigue, muscle weakness, slower reflexes, and frustrating cognitive fog. If you've noticed yourself feeling winded after climbing stairs, struggling with balance, or having trouble recalling simple words or facts, poor circulation may be at the heart of it. But here's the good news. The nitrates in spinach can directly counter this process. With better blood flow, your leg muscles receive more oxygen, helping you maintain strength and balance, the very tools that keep you moving independently. Improved circulation also ensures that the small blood vessels in your brain remain clear and flexible, supporting sharper thinking, faster reaction times, and improved memory. This is not just theory, it's science. Numerous studies have confirmed that seniors who regularly consume nitrate-rich greens like spinach exhibit improved vascular function and mobility. One compelling study even showed that seniors who included just 1 cup of spinach per day performed better on walking tests and cognitive assessments than those who did not. And it doesn't stop there. Spinach is also incredibly rich in lutein and folate, 2 nutrients that specifically protect your brain's delicate tissues. Lutein accumulates in the brain and eyes, helping to guard against oxidative stress that can damage neurons and lead to cognitive decline. Folate supports the repair and formation of new neural connections, vital for learning and memory. In fact, a landmark study from the University of Illinois found that seniors with higher levels of lutein in their brains performed better on tests of memory and information processing by a remarkable margin. Another study published in Neurology demonstrated that folate deficiencies were strongly linked to faster cognitive decline and increased risk of dementia. Put simply, when you nourish your body with spinach, you're not just eating for muscle, strength. You're investing in mental clarity and emotional resilience. And let's not forget its role in preserving the health of your legs and feet, the very foundation of your independence. Better blood flow means fewer issues with balance, less risk of diabetic foot complications, and a more confident, steady stride. But there's one important catch: preparation matters. Many seniors unknowingly sabotage spinach's powerful benefits by cooking it too long. Boiling spinach for extended periods can cause its precious nitrates and brain-boosting nutrients to leach out into the water. If you've ever seen a pot of dull, lifeless spinach, you know exactly what I mean. To retain its full strength, I Recommend lightly steaming spinach for no more than 2 to 3 minutes, just enough to soften the leaves while keeping them vibrant and nutrient-packed. Another excellent option is adding fresh spinach to a smoothie, where its natural compounds remain intact and are easily absorbed. Even a handful of raw spinach tossed into a salad or layered into a sandwich can make a meaningful difference. Remember, consistency is key. Small daily actions lead to powerful long-term results. If you're wondering, how much spinach should I eat? A simple handful, about 1 cup, a day is plenty to experience noticeable improvements. Combine that with a variety of other colorful vegetables, and you'll be building an internal environment that promotes circulation, cognition, and muscular health. Now, before we move on, let me ask you, how often do you currently include spinach in your meals? Once a week, a few times a month, or rarely at all? If you haven't made this green a staple yet, today is the perfect time to start. Your future self will thank you, because while spinach fortifies your blood vessels and sharpens your mind, there's yet another unsung vegetable, one with the power to support the very muscles that allow you to stand tall, walk freely, and embrace each new day with confidence. Could this? But as we've seen with spinach, it's not just about the strength in your muscles or the sharpness of your mind. Sometimes the foods that help us age well also protect what many seniors fear losing most, our ability to stay independent and connected to the world around us, and that brings us to one of nature's most unassuming heroes. You'll likely find it in nearly every kitchen across America. It's not trendy or exotic, yet this simple root can quietly defend your balance, protect your vision, and keep you moving confidently through your days. Let's dive in. 3. Carrots. The silent protectors of vision, balance, and vitality. As we move through the later chapters of life, the foods that nourish us best are often not the loudest or the most hyped. They are the simple gifts of nature we too often overlook, like the humble carrot for the senior soul. Seeking not just more years, but more meaningful, independent years, carrots can be powerful allies. They offer far more than that familiar, sweet crunch. They offer protection for the senses and systems we most rely on to stay connected, active, and safe. Let's start with the one we often take for granted: our vision. Carrots are among nature's richest sources of beta-carotene, a bright orange pigment that your body converts into vitamin A. And for seniors, that conversion is life-changing. Vitamin A plays a critical role in preserving the sharpness of your vision, especially your ability to see clearly in low light or at night. As we age, one of the first things to subtly decline is our ability to see well in dim conditions. You may find it harder to drive after sunset or notice that reading fine print requires more light. What many people don't realize is that this shift can quietly steal away your independence, limiting where you feel comfortable going and increasing your risk of dangerous falls. Why is this so important? Because falls remain one of the leading causes of injury among older adults, and declining vision plays a large role in that risk. Multiple studies have shown that seniors who consume beta-carotene regularly experience a slower progression of age-related macular degeneration, the #1 cause of vision loss after age 65. In every vibrant orange root lies the possibility of preserving not just your sight, but your freedom, the ability to drive safely, to walk confidently, to read the faces of your loved ones, to take in the beauty of a sunset or the glimmer of the stars. But that's not all carrots can do. Beyond vision, carrots also offer profound protection for something we rarely think about: our sense of balance and coordination. As we age, many seniors notice that once effortless movements, standing from a chair, stepping off a curb, navigating a dark hallway, become more precarious. Much of this has to do with subtle declines in neuromuscular coordination, the way your brain communicates with your muscles to keep you steady and responsive. Here again, carrots shine. The rich array of antioxidants found in carrots helps to protect neurons and blood vessels, ensuring that the signals flowing from your brain to your feet remain fast and reliable. This is crucial because balance is not just about strong leg muscles. It's about having a well-functioning sensory system that helps you adjust in real time. Think about it. A misstep corrected quickly is no accident. It's a sign that your brain, nerves, and muscles are working together as a seamless team. And that's exactly the kind of quiet protection carrots can help provide. Now, let's not forget the metabolic benefits either. Carrots are an excellent source of dietary fiber, a nutrient that supports stable blood sugar levels, reduces cholesterol, and improves digestion. For seniors, where blood sugar swings can contribute to fatigue, brain fog, and even muscle weakness, keeping glucose levels steady is one of the most powerful things you can do to stay strong and clear-minded. Here's the beautiful part. Carrots are as versatile as they are beneficial. You can enjoy them raw as a crunchy snack, slice them into soups and stews, blend them into smoothies, or roast them for a naturally sweet and satisfying side dish. Light cooking actually helps unlock more of the beta-carotene, making it easier for your body to absorb and use. And if you're thinking, do I really need carrots every day? Consider this. Consistency is key. Just one small to medium carrot daily can deliver an impressive amount of beta-carotene and fiber to keep your body and mind thriving. Now imagine this. You wake up in the morning, your steps feel lighter, your mind is clearer, your vision sharper, and you can trust your body again as you move through the day. That's the quiet power of simple, intentional nourishment. But of course, the journey towards stronger, healthier aging doesn't stop here. There's another vegetable that often hides in plain sight. A vegetable most of us use daily without realizing it can work wonders for heart health and circulation. Could this everyday kitchen staple be the key to improving blood flow and protecting your heart as you age? Stick with me because in the next section we'll explore it together. You may be surprised just how much this common ingredient can do for your vitality. As we explored in the last section, some vegetables like carrots can serve as powerful allies nourishing your blood vessels, nerves, and movement. But just as some foods protect you, others can quietly chip away at your strength, circulation, and stability. And often, these offenders come disguised as healthy choices, a harsh truth I've seen firsthand in my years of cardiology practice. Now, let's turn our attention to a group of vegetables that seniors over 60 should be very cautious with, because protecting your legs and your independence requires knowing exactly what not to eat. Part 2. 3 vegetables seniors should never touch. 1. Eggplant, the hidden threat to mobility and comfort as we age. Every health choice carries more weight. Our joints, muscles, and circulation become more sensitive to what we put on our plates. And sometimes an ingredient as simple as eggplant can tip the balance, not for the better. At first glance, eggplant seems harmless. It's low-calorie, fiber-rich, and beautifully deep in color. But beneath that shiny purple skin lies a natural compound called solanine, and it can quietly sabotage your mobility and muscle comfort. You see, solanine is part of the plant's chemical defense system, and while it may not affect young bodies much for seniors whose joints and nerves are more delicate, solanine can trigger a cascade of inflammation. I've treated countless older patients who didn't understand why their knees swelled, their ankles stiffened, or why walking across a room suddenly felt like a challenge. In many cases, a simple dietary change, eliminating solanine-rich foods, made an extraordinary difference. How does solanine affect the body? It primarily targets joints, muscles, and connective tissue. For those already managing arthritis, neuropathy, or muscle tightness, solanine can worsen symptoms silently. Joint pain intensifies. Muscle stiffness increases. Coordination declines. balance becomes more fragile. This is not just about discomfort. The real danger lies in what happens next. Slower circulation in the legs, weakened muscles, reduced nerve signaling. Over time, you lose confidence in your stride. A casual stroll outdoors feels risky. Even standing for long periods feels draining. But isn't cooking eggplant enough to neutralize solanine? Unfortunately, no. While cooking reduces some solanine, significant amounts remain, and for older adults, especially those already vulnerable, even low levels can accumulate and cause harm when eggplant is consumed regularly. What are the warning signs your body may be reacting to solanine? Sudden increase in joint pain after eating eggplant. New stiffness in the morning that wasn't there before. Achy, heavy legs or muscles even with low activity. A subtle loss of balance or occasional foot dragging. I've seen these symptoms reversed simply by removing eggplant from the diet. For some patients, the change was so profound, they regained ease in walking within weeks. The emotional cost of mobility loss. When the body struggles to move, the mind follows. Many seniors fall into a cycle of fear of falling, of pain, of appearing weak in front of loved ones. The loss of movement takes a deep emotional toll. Isolation increases. Confidence shrinks. Joy in everyday life diminishes. Eggplant may seem innocent on the surface, but for aging bodies it can be a hidden trigger for this downward spiral. What can you eat instead? The good news? You don't have to sacrifice delicious vegetables. Safer options that protect mobility and nourish your joints include zucchini, gentle on joints, rich in antioxidants, bell peppers, high in vitamin C to support collagen and joint health, carrots, as we covered earlier, fantastic for circulation and nerve protection. Green beans, support flexibility and ease inflammation. Final takeaway on eggplant: be wise, not fearful. If you're over 65 and serious about preserving your mobility, it's time to rethink eggplant. The risks, even if slow and subtle, outweighed the rewards. Now, if eggplant, of all things, can quietly work against your ability to walk and move freely, what about other seemingly healthy vegetables in your kitchen? You might be surprised to learn that another common veggie, often praised for its low calorie count, can actually impair circulation and drain strength from your legs if you're not careful. Coming up next, vegetable nashew to avoid and why. It may be sabotaging your stability without you even realizing it. So stick with me, because protecting your strength and mobility for the years ahead begins with the choices you make at every single meal. And yet, eggplant is just the beginning. Because here's something most people don't realize. Even those of us trying to eat as clean and healthy as possible. There are other vegetables, bright and colorful, sitting right there in your kitchen that quietly inflame the body, disrupt your balance, and accelerate decline. They don't just weaken your muscles, they slowly chip away at your clarity of mind and resilience of your heart. So, here's the big question. Could one of the most popular vegetables in American kitchens actually be accelerating aging? From the inside out? Let's find out right now. And if you're still watching and finding these insights helpful so far, please comment number 1 down below. That lets me know you're engaged, taking these tips seriously. And I appreciate every one of you. Now, let's move on to the next vegetable on today's warning list. It's one that I see on so many plates, in so many homes, especially among those trying to eat lighter or get more veggies. But it comes with a surprising downside. 2 green bell peppers, the hidden spark of silent inflammation. In the golden years of life, every single meal you eat holds quiet power. It can either nourish and heal your body, or it can feed slow-moving processes of damage that only show themselves over time. Among the most deceptive of foods for seniors, the cheerful, crisp, brightly colored green bell pepper. It looks so innocent. In fact, many of my patients proudly tell me, "Doc, I'm eating tons of fresh vegetables now. I'm adding bell peppers to my salads every day. But beneath that crisp exterior lies a story that every senior determined to protect their mobility, strength, and even mental clarity needs to hear. You see, green bell peppers belong to the nightshade family along with eggplant, tomatoes, and white potatoes, and they're naturally high in a plant compound called lectins, a sticky, complex type of protein. Here's the problem. Lectins can bind to the lining of your gut and disrupt nutrient absorption, especially in aging digestive systems that are already becoming more sensitive. Now, you might not feel anything at first, but over time, these lectins trigger a low-grade chronic inflammation throughout the body. It starts slowly and quietly, almost invisible at first, but as the inflammation builds, it gradually wears away at joint health, blood vessel function, and nerve resilience. In other words, the very systems you need most to stay steady, strong, and independent. I've seen this happen time and time again with my older patients. They come in not complaining of sudden pain, but of little things. A growing stiffness in the ankles, a subtle tingling in the toes, a strange sense of instability when walking that didn't used to be there. They blame it on aging or on a lack of exercise. But the truth is, sometimes it's coming right from the foods they thought were helping them. As the inflammation worsens, it can begin to reduce blood flow to the feet and legs. Sensation becomes dulled, muscles weaken. The risk of a dangerous fall increases, and, as you likely know, one bad fall is one of the most serious threats to adults over 65. Now, here's what makes this story even more painful. Green bell peppers, which many people believe are a superfood, don't even offer the same antioxidant benefits that their red, orange, or yellow counterparts do. In other words, they give you less of what your body actually needs, while adding more of what can silently damage you. In fact, the antioxidants in red, orange, and yellow bell peppers are far more concentrated, providing greater protection against cellular aging and oxidative stress. So, what should you do? If you love bell peppers, choose the ripened red, orange, or yellow varieties instead. These contain fewer lectins and more protective compounds. If you already have joint pain, arthritis, digestive issues, or cardiovascular concerns, it may be wise to minimize or avoid green bell peppers entirely. Cooking them can help reduce some of the lectin content, but for many seniors, avoiding them altogether is the safest choice. Now, does this mean you need to fear vegetables? Of course not. But what you must remember is that after 60, your body changes. Your immune system is not as quick to fight low-grade inflammation. Your digestion is more sensitive. Your circulation is more vulnerable. Choosing what not to eat is just as powerful as choosing what to include. At this stage of life, protecting your mobility, your strength, and even your peace of mind starts with making small, wise decisions at every meal. You don't need to live in fear. You just need to live in awareness, and I'll tell you this. Some of the strongest, most vibrant seniors I know are those who are willing to learn, to adjust, and to stay open to new information, no matter their age. So, if green bell peppers can quietly fuel inflammation, what about another vegetable that many seniors eat daily without realizing that it can be aggressively hard on aging kidneys and blood vessels? It's often served at family gatherings, used in soups and stews, and praised for its comforting flavor. But in reality, it may be making your heart and kidneys work far harder than they should, and that's exactly what we're going to cover next. So, stay tuned, and if you're still with me so far, I'd love for you to type number 2 down below. That lets me know you're staying engaged and helps this community of health-conscious seniors here at Senior Health Boost grow stronger with every video. Are you ready to uncover the next hidden risk in your kitchen? Let's dive in. The hidden dangers in your everyday vegetables. and how small shifts can protect your heart and mobility. After 60, but green peppers aren't the only hidden culprit. There's another vegetable, humble, common, beloved across America, that may be quietly doing even more harm to your legs, your heart, and your very ability to live life on your own terms. Could the vegetable you've trusted for years be undermining your strength from within? The truth may be more startling than you imagine. Number 3. White potatoes, the comfort food that quietly weakens strength and stability. There are few foods more deeply woven into American culture than the white potato. From buttery mashed potatoes at family gatherings to crisp golden fries at our favorite diners, potatoes feel like home. They evoke tradition, warmth, and connection. Yet for seniors over 65, this trusted staple can quietly betray the very strength and stability that are critical to living well and independently in later life. Beneath their comforting exterior lies a serious metabolic truth. White potatoes are extremely high in simple carbohydrates. When consumed, they cause a rapid spike in blood sugar. That might not sound alarming at first. After all, a little sugar boost feels harmless, even pleasurable. But here's what most seniors don't realize. Repeated blood sugar spikes trigger a chain reaction. Every surge in glucose floods your system with inflammatory compounds. Over time, this chronic low-grade inflammation silently damages the fragile blood vessels that supply your legs, feet, and even your brain. In seniors, whose circulatory systems are already more vulnerable, this means slower healing, diminished sensation, and creeping weakness that can rob you of mobility without warning. But the risk doesn't end with blood sugar alone. High glycemic foods like white potatoes contribute to arterial stiffening, also known as arteriosclerosis. As arteries lose their elasticity, blood flow to your lower extremities weakens. What does this look like in real life? Cold feet, leg cramps and numbness, increasing instability while walking. Fatigue that seems to come out of nowhere. What begins as a minor inconvenience, perhaps you simply notice your feet are colder, can evolve into a much more dangerous threat. Impaired circulation increases your risk of falling, slows recovery from even minor injuries, and chips away at your independence. And here's another trap: the way potatoes are typically prepared. Mashed potatoes often come loaded with butter, cream, and salt, further amplifying their burden on your heart. Crispy fries are cooked in inflammatory oils that worsen vascular damage. For seniors managing high blood pressure, diabetes, or a cardiovascular disease, a simple plate of potatoes can quietly undermine the benefits of medications and a heart-smart diet. Even more concerning, white potatoes offer little in return. Compared to vibrant root vegetables like sweet potatoes or carrots, white potatoes are low in protective nutrients and antioxidants. You're getting the calories and the blood sugar hit, but few of the compounds that would help repair and defend your cells. In short, they're a poor investment in your long-term health. But here's the good news. Avoiding white potatoes doesn't mean giving up comfort or the joy of a hearty meal. It simply means choosing options that honor your body's need for steady energy, resilient blood vessels, and strong, flexible muscles, the very qualities that sustain freedom and joy as you age. The power of every small choice. By the time we reach our 60s, 70s, and beyond, we've learned a powerful truth. Strength is built not in dramatic moments, but through small daily choices. Every meal, every bite, every ingredient. These are the building blocks of your future health. Choosing the right vegetables, avoiding hidden dangers in familiar foods, protecting the legs that carry you, the heart that sustains you, the mind that defines you. These aren't just dietary decisions. They are acts of self-respect. They are declarations that your life, your body, and your freedom are worth protecting. From my decades of experience and countless patient stories, one truth stands above the rest. Aging well is not about chasing miracles. It is about consistency, awareness, and the willingness to care for yourself with quiet dedication. No medication, no invention can replace what wise nourishment and daily choices provide. It may seem small to reach for a bowl of vibrant root vegetables instead of white potatoes, to swap spinach for a less risky green, to set aside pickles in favor of fresh herbs and citrus. But for seniors, these small things ripple outward in profound ways. They protect your ability to walk freely. They preserve the sharpness of your mind. They nurture the strength of your heart. And they safeguard the independence that makes every day more meaningful. They preserve moments of laughter with family, journeys made with friends, and the ability to greet each sunrise with energy and purpose. Every meal is a decision about your future. The lesson is simple, yet profound. Every bite you take is a vote, for strength or for struggle. You may not control every force that aging brings, but you can stand with yourself, honor yourself, and give yourself the best possible chance to live fully in every day still to come. The path to a stronger, freer, more joyful life is not complicated. It is built with respect for the body, care for the mind, and love for the life you still have the power to shape. You are not alone on this journey. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to take one small step today. Reflect on what you've learned. Choose one habit you can shift, whether it's removing a risky vegetable, embracing a heart-friendly swap, or simply becoming more mindful about your meals. And most importantly, stay connected with this community of strength and wisdom. At Senior Health Boost, we are here to walk this path with you. Every week, we share actionable insights grounded in science and compassion to help you thrive in your later years. If this video has helped you, please do 3 small things. Like this video. It helps us continue bringing you more valuable content. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you'll never miss a future tip or insight. Share this video with someone you love. You never know. One simple video might be the spark that transforms someone's health. Finally, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. What was your biggest takeaway today? What one change are you inspired to make? Your story may be the encouragement another senior needs to take that first empowering step. Thank you for watching. Thank you for caring for yourself. And remember, your best years can still lie ahead. Stay strong, stay wise, and I'll see you again very soon here on Senior Health Boost.